Hey, I'm Jay Kumar, the Bass Blaster, and this is your Seafoam Top 5 of the Week in Bass Fishing. Number 1. Maryland's Bryan Schmitt got his second BassBlaster Elite Series win in 2 years at the final Elite Series event of the season. The season's over now, but he won the last event on the upper Mississippi River. And you know how he did it? Well, he's a huge swim jig guy. He loves swim jigging around grass. He designed the Hayabusa Lil Schmitty swim jig for exactly that scenario. The upper Mississippi is known to be a great swim jig area. And you know what? He couldn't get him to go on the swim jig. So he ended up winning the deal on a drop shot, a Carolina rig, another Carolina rig tournament, and he punched a few up. Amazing. Congrats, man. Keep it going. Number 2. Brandon Palnick won Angler of the Year again. The BassBlaster Elite Series points race, first time he won it was in 2017. 5 years later, he wins it again. A huge achievement to win it once, let alone twice. Really cool. Talked with him about it. He says he sees bass fishing as a math equation. So I was like, okay, Brandon, if you see it as a math equation, what do you solve it for? What's the answer? Is it 1? Is it 0? Out here in New Jersey, it's maybe 1, probably 0. But he said actually it's all the variables that he encounters every single time he goes fishing. He wants to solve them basically subconsciously so that his creative brain can take over and he can fish kind of like Aaron Martens, who I don't know if he thinks he's the best fisherman ever, but he certainly admires the way he fished. He was friends with him, of course. So in some ways, I think Brandon really already does that, but maybe he just needs a little more calculus. Hey man, keep it going. Number 3. Brandon Lester is the hottest fisherman in America.
So hot right now.
At least that's what I told him part of the way through the season after he won the Kissimmee Chain Bassmaster Open to kick the season off. Then he won the Pickwick Elite Series, his first elite win this year. And I'm like, holy cow, this guy is going to be the hottest fisherman in America this year. But he said at the time it was the other Brandon Palnick, and he was right. Who knew that this Brandon in the last tournament of the season would snatch, or maybe would snatch, the Angler of the Year trophy away from that Brandon? An amazing finish to the season for a great season overall. Brandon Lester finished second in the points.
Man, that just kind of puts an exclamation point on an amazing year.
Keep it rolling, my man. Number 4. Man, Canadians are nice.
There's not going to be any fight without Scott Riles and the incredibly polite Canadian news team.
Yeah! I mean, they're really too nice until they compete at something, and then they're savage animals.
We're gonna mop the floor with you. We're gonna put the boots to you. Sorry.
It's all right.
I mean, look at Gussie, look at the Johnston brothers, look at even Dave Mercer. He seems pretty nice, but when he competes at something. But anyway, let's get back to the Johnston brothers in this case, specifically Chris Johnston on the Elite Series. The guy is basically calling his shots when he goes up north, and in the last 2 tournaments of the season, he finished second and second. Can you believe that? That's crazy. That's incredible. And not only that, the tournament before that one, his brother Corey finished second. I mean, these guys get around northern fisheries, and it's like they got fire coming out of their nostrils, and all they eat is nails and like Scotch bonnet peppers. Watch out for these guys. Number 5. Well, we lost Nina Wood. Now, who's Nina Wood? If you don't know, she was the wife of bass legend Ranger Boats founder Forrest Wood. And in fact, Nina was also a co-founder of Ranger and worked in the business. In fact, she had as much to do with Ranger's success and Forrest's success as Forrest did. I talked to both of their grandson, Keith Daffron, who is now the president of Vexus Boats, which is continuing the Wood family tradition in bass boats, and he had some really great insight on Nina. A couple tidbits are that basically she was the first person to have a pro staff and manage a pro staff in bass fishing. Can you imagine that? I mean, everybody and their uncle has a pro staff now, and she started that whole thing. And another thing Keith said was that the work ethic, love, and care that she had permeated everything that she did, Forrest did, and Ranger Boats did. The coolest thing Keith said is that even though we can never fill their shoes, the shoes of Forrest and Nina, we can follow in their footsteps. How cool is that? Let's do it, peeps. Bless you, Wood family. That's all I got for you this week. Thank you, Seafoam. Go to bassblaster.com or .rocks to subscribe to the awesome Bass Blaster email. See you next week. God bless you.